Good morning. It's time to get in touch. In Touch is a public affairs show dedicated to improving the lives of Susquehanna Valley residents. I'm Freddi Hammer, news director at Backyard Broadcasting. A group of dedicated men who happen to ride motorcycles got together in 2011 and called themselves Penitent Souls. They raised money for one child who needed the help. And the child got the love that those penitent souls work together to provide. Now in 2020, more and more children have been helped with the fundraising that Penitent Souls is doing because they're not slowing down. Penitent Souls hosting a motorcycle ride benefit for children coming up on Saturday, August 8th at the Muncie Legion, Post 268. That ride is going to start with registration at 9, an 11 a.m. departure for a ride to Pier 87 and back. Then there will be an auction, a 50-50 raffle, live music as well after the ride at 1 p.m. You can find out more right now at Penitent Souls Facebook page.
President of the Penitent Souls taking this ride coming up next weekend. We're calling Bulldog. Good morning to you.
Good morning, ma'am. How are you today?
Very good. Thank you so much for joining us about this amazing event. It's a motorcycle ride benefit for children hosted by Penitent Souls, which you may have seen on Facebook. That's where I found a lot of information about you guys. And I appreciate you letting us know about the wonderful event as well as what the Penitent Souls have done over the years. Wow, it's been great.
Yes, ma'am. Penitent Souls was established in 2011. Since then, we have an average of 30 to 46 children every year, which is just a blessing by itself.
To be able to help them is it throughout the year or is it for Christmas time? How do you usually maintain the contact with the kids?
Throughout the year, I get a phone call probably once a week at least, and we help everything from Christmas to someone just going through hard times. You know,
talking about the pandemic that we're going through, must be something that's challenging your group because you're probably getting more calls than you might normally get.
We have. This last 6 months to a year has been overwhelming with phone calls of just children in need in just about every aspect of life.
Well, it seems that this is a wonderful time of year as we started to get into the green phase around our area, as well as getting together a little bit more with family and friends and being safe while we do it. Let us know a little bit about the motorcycle ride this week, next Saturday, the 8th of August, and it's going to be a great time. Where do we start, and what do we bring if we're a motorcycle rider or even a Jeep, huh?
Yes, ma'am. We have at the Muncie Legion, like by the Lacombe Mall. Registration is from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. We take off 11 sharp. We're going to go for probably around a 60 mile ride, and we're going to go to Pier 87, where we make our one stop, and then ride from there back to Muncie Legion, where we're going to have a total big feast, music. We have a Jeep showing. We have a motorcycle showing. We have a great turnout every year, and it all goes to children in need.
Well, you say the group started Penitent Souls, which you can find on Facebook, Penitent Souls, as well. It started in 2011. How has it grown over the years as far as being able to help the children and having these kind of events?
We went from one child the first year helping, and it blew up from there to we help 30 to 46 children each year ever since.
I think it's nice when you talk about a group of people on motorcycles, the impression that some may have if they're not familiar with people on motorcycles is it might be a little bit scary, but I think they have the biggest hearts of all.
There's not a doubt in my mind they do.
Well, I'm so glad that there's groups like you that are here to talk about this benefit ride for children. What are some of the most favorite stories that you may have of how this group has benefited one child or a group of children or family?
Ever since our first one, our benefit, we sent a family to Walt Disney, all-inclusive resort, all 5 resorts for the whole week. 5 members, everything up to a 12-year-old little boy who had no ability to speak, and we went and purchased a $2,500 big laptop type thing, and for the first time in 12 years of his life, he can speak to his family.
Oh, my gosh. That's an amazing feeling. Oh, my goodness. Did that happen a long time ago, or was that something that just happened in the past year or so?
That was in a couple years ago, but it's everything from the children are just countless. I have stories I could talk all day, and it's everything from stage 3 tumor in a little girl, a year old, whose mother was going through a single mother was going through hard times, and we helped her out in multiple ways. It just, each story has its own lesson.
I'm sure even just $1 is such a blessing from anyone that could come and be a part of this coming up on the 8th of August, registering for the motorcycle ride at 9 a.m., with the ride at 11, but then you're having a gathering afterwards when you get back from the ride.
Yes, ma'am. It's open to the public at 1 o'clock, so you don't have to have a motorcycle, you don't have to have a Jeep in order to come. At 1 o'clock, it opens up to the public, and everybody can partake in all the food and desserts and beverages, etc. A shout out to 570 Jeeps out of Bloomsburg, who is joining us this year at the little late notice, but they're joining up with us. We're already going to knock it out of the ballpark with Jeeps along with motorcycles, so it'll be quite the train of both.
My son loves Jeeps, and I think it's sort of a community of people who love them, so you're going to get a lot of folks taking a look, I'm sure.
Yes, ma'am. Hopefully.
Now, to join in the ride, it's a little bit of a fee, but at that point, it's an all-inclusive situation for the rest of the day.
Yes, ma'am. $15 all you can eat for music and beverages. Music. We have a live auction. It's incredible. I tell everyone, come out once, you'll love it.
Do you have any idea of what kind of items are going to be in the live auction that's going to be happening on the 8th?
We have a little bit of everything. We try to touch all bases of things. It's just countless stuff. Like I say, just come out for an hour and you'll see what we have to offer, and it's all for children, so can't go wrong. Do
you have an auxiliary that you guys helping with the 50-50 raffle and the different things going on, or do you just get off the bikes and you guys all do it?
We do it ourselves. We try to just do the best we can, and it's turned out to be just incredible.
Well, I'm so glad. And do you see all walks of life coming out on the bikes? I'm sure you do.
Oh, yes, we do. The people are overwhelming as far as everything. I can't say enough of how good people are to us and for children.
Does you and your family all do this too? Is it something that's sort of a complete effort 24/7 for you?
It's a little bit of our family. Our family has a lot to do with it. They put up with us as far as going. We support other events also, so they come along with us, and the wives, the girlfriends, etc. Help us out in multiple ways, and it's just very family-oriented. Penitent Souls is.
Well, if anybody is interested in sending a check, maybe they're unable to get out there on the 8th, or they're not going to be able to make it during that time frame. Can anyone send you donations that they may have available?
Yes, ma'am. It's at Penitent Souls, 16208 State Route 405, Watsontown, PA 17777.
Well, I'm just so grateful for the information that we're all kind of in this together, and in this situation with the pandemic, as well as just families kind of they're struggling right now, I'm sure, with being locked up and being able to be at home and not get out to school and different things. So we want to be able to support them as best we can.
Yes, ma'am. I appreciate everything you're doing for us, too.
So anything that comes up on Facebook is going to be from now until August 8th. There's going to be little extra things, like you may be able to get information about the auction more, or someone that's going to join the ride, or just sort of encouragement, I guess. We just want to make sure everybody gets in touch with the Facebook. And will you take messages that way, too, to answer questions?
Yes, ma'am, we do.
Do you have any phone number that you'd like to join or share with us that we could get, or an email address that would be good?
If you just go to Facebook and you can comment, and anything you need addressed will be addressed.
All right. Well, the motorcycle ride, a benefit for children, hosted by Penitent Souls. Tell me a little bit about why you're Penitent Souls. I mean, I obviously understand that you are a Christian organization with the spirit of that is, of course, what you're trying to continue.
Right. Penitent Souls is just something we came up with because we've pretty much all done wrong or can better ourselves. So we just kind of ran off that, and ever since then, we just would like to do good for children. So that's how we go about it.
All right. Well, anybody that's interested in being a part of the ride itself with a Jeep or a motorcycle can come along. And, of course, we'll get the checks and donations if necessary. If you're interested in sending something out, please, Penitent Souls, 16208 State Route 405, Watsontown, PA 17777. So, Bulldog, I'm so excited about your ride. I want to come out and listen to the roll and the thunder and all the things that are going to be happening that day. I bet it's going to be a great time.
I'm very excited. I hope I see you all.
InTouch is locally produced in our studios at 1685 4 Mile Drive in Williamsport. To get in touch with us regarding questions, comments, or topic ideas, call weekdays between 8 and 5, 570-323-8200. You can also write to us at 1685 4 Mile Drive, Williamsport, PA 17701, attention Freddi Hammer, or email me at fhammer@backyardbroadcasting.com. For archive programs of our InTouch series, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel, Backyard Broadcasting. Each current weekly program is featured on the Backyard Broadcasting websites. Thanks for listening to InTouch, a production of Backyard Broadcasting.